I did the video where I got some $2 bills from the um, store. So there's stuff I can't talk about now, according to YouTube. More censorship. Great. What else is there? I've decided to. There's actually a store. There's a discount store near my work. I often go into to buy a bottle of water. I've cleared it with the manager there, one of the managers, that I can practice my Uzbek with them. I will speak in Uzbek and then repeat myself in English as a way of forcing myself to use Uzbek. Um, they're okay with it, but they won't know what I'm saying. But I'll be saying what I was going to say in English after I said the Uzbek. So it'll be active practice. It will teach me to use Uzbek when I'm trying to converse, be a little bit more active, and learn the language. So use it there, I guess. Obviously, they're not going to understand me. I'm not going to have much of a conversation, but I will have to um, look up these phrases ahead of time, pre-plan what I want to say, and it will force me to know what I want to say and how to say it. And it'll be conversation practice, realistic conversation practice. I'm trying to figure out the book I have in grammar. I'm thinking maybe skip past the pronunciation stuff and just go more towards the actual grammar, sentence structure, if that would be better. I'm gonna take a look at that real quick. One moment, I'm gonna find that book. Right back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. That was not cool. Hey. It's right here. I got it. Hold on. I don't know why I did that. I need to get my other tripod, but my other thing. I think it's on now. I think it's on good. I'll get the other one. Okay, here's the book. So it's got a lot of here, a lot of terms I don't know for, I got for the pronunciation. Like it says, let me find what's on phonology. Like it says, labial fricative. I don't know what that means. So, or affricates. So, dental alveolar, palatal. Yeah, I don't know what those are. So, I'm wondering if maybe I skip past some of these and learn some of these eventually. Or at least get some help with some of these terms online. Help to learn some of these. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff here on pronunciation, so I'm wondering if I skip a bunch of the stuff because I can listen to the audio and imitate the audio to imitate a lot of this. Kind of skip through some of the stuff. So I'm wondering if I should skip this phonology for now and go back to it later. But you know, I'm wondering, like I said, if I should skip forward to some of the notes into. Yeah, this is a very complicated book, so this is a very hard material. So I'm going to really have to be careful with this. So, because it looks like it's a reference book for a teacher, pretty much. So, yeah. But it looks like a reference book for a teacher. What else is there? I figured I'm going to have to really work hard and figure out mnemonics for basically everything I learn, because that seems to be the most effective way that I can remember. I can remember these words in languages and sorts of grammar and whatnot. That seems to be the most effective way I can learn is if I use mnemonics, unfortunately. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish I could just learn them, but since I have all these disabilities that with PTSD and the bipolar and the autism, which my therapist says requires all three, requires me to learn differently, so that I would have to learn and remember things in three different methods at once. I'm wondering if I should just use mnemonics for pretty much everything. So I need to get in the habit of doing that. But it does help because no, I was it's from school. I went through some stuff, some bad stuff. I went through certain crimes in the public education system. Went through crimes of some kind. I shouldn't say what kind, but just some bad stuff. But yeah, I came up with a mnemonic for like good morning, uh, good afternoon, good evening, good night. You start all of them with highly, and what I came up with is just imagine the words hirely. So because of the hirely, I can easily remember hirely because it'd be like hirely, like someone hiring someone named Lee. So that's what helps me remember, and I came up with that this morning, and I've been able to remember highly since this morning. So I can remember highly Tom. I'm imagining a woman, like an old grandma who's an old lady who's angry at the kids in the morning. She was cooking something tongs, and she's angry at them in the morning for some reason. She's shaking tongs at them. So it's highly Tom, highly Tom. She's shaking tongs in the morning. Um, like afternoon, highly kun. I'm imagining like anime, some girl saying something kun to someone when the school lets out, and that's in the afternoon. Afternoon. So it helps that, and highly tune because it rhymes with highly kun for good night. Um, and then all I have to really remember is good evening, which is highly catch. So that's an example of mnemonics I've used to remember those. But so no, there are some Afghan refugees coming to Fort Wayne. There are Afghan refugees coming here, and Uzbek is one of the languages they need for interpreters. So I wanted to learn Uzbek because it's not one of the major languages in Afghanistan. It's not the biggest language in Afghanistan, like Pashto, Farsi, Dari. Those are bigger, so I figured there may not be as many people learning Uzbek. So I just decided Uzbek because it may not be as available as the other languages. It seemed like it might not be. Now, that may be rationalizing it irrational. It may not actually be the case, but I thought I'd try. That was my rationale, but well, very small, but it's needed desperately by that percentage. It's needed desperately. But at the same time, there are other refugees in the country who speak Uzbek, so they could possibly tune into this live stream, and I could help them possibly with questions in English. because I've actually got people who tune in from other countries that listen to me to learn English. I don't know if I want to make a. Maybe eventually I can get a career um, interpreting languages or helping to interpret material for languages, not being an interpreter, but like helping with programming things so that they show up in different languages, proofreading languages. But it's more of helping people on YouTube with studying languages would be good, or like just being able to say I have all these certifications because then like I have experience in fast food customer service like that with the pizza place, with Burger King. You know, I have experience with working with the public, and if I can have that, prove that with proof that I have certification in whatever languages, that would be a plus for hiring if something happened like an economic crisis. That would put me up in being hired because obviously I'm an asset. I'm more of an asset. And I don't know if I could necessarily, I can work right now because it would take up a lot of free time, and all the money I would make, extra money I would make, would go right into expenditures for healthcare. All the money I would make would be sucked right up by health insurance and by rent. So like all the money would be sucked up. I wouldn't really gain extra money. I would just have less free time. Uh, but possibly I could eventually volunteer. Hopefully, like at the library, and have that as an option for practicing languages. But like I said, there are people who have tuned into my streams to learn English a little bit better. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for is something like that. Hi there. Hey. So, I've kind of decided. I think I should prioritize getting my computer checked for. Okay, cool, Vagabond. It's pretty cool. I've decided I should get my computer looked at before I buy a practice channel. But I'm thinking first I will, of course, save up money for the convention. Save that up. But the next expenditure will be before the practice channel. I need to save up for getting my computer fixed because that's used for Minecraft videos and stuff like that. So, before I do anything like a practice channel, I should get the Minecraft videos taken care of. So, I'm gonna move this back a little bit. But yeah, I need to. That'll be my next expenditure. That'll be a bit kind of a business expense, and then after that, I will save up for other stuff. But probably the chanter will be after that, and then it will be just saving up for a better computer. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Excuse me. sorry about that. So, what else I want to do? I guess it's like what I want to save up for. It's like, do I want to save up for fun stuff, or do I want to save up for stuff that could help me make money? And I kind of have to save up for stuff that will make me money first, unfortunately. So I don't even know how much I'd have to spend on a computer. Um, I think my staff member, he used to build computers when he was younger. I think he said that, so he'd help build me. He'd build one for me, um, but I would have to buy the parts. He did say I would probably need something that's not like in bottom of the line or even though slightly above the bottom of the line, because computers are advancing so fast that if I did get something bottom end, it would be outdated so fast it would have been basically a waste of money. So I would be much better getting something, investing the money, because then it would last at least a little while. But yeah, eventually I will hopefully be able to afford better internet, and like yeah, hopefully I'll be able to afford better internet and be able to stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, or at least um, like stream games on YouTube, which will require better internet and a better computer. Hey, Vagabond. So one thing at a time, I guess. I could get a desk real cheap. That wouldn't be hard. From there, um, have my language books behind me. Guess I'm really talking about plans right now. It's really good talk therapy. Talk about my plans. Um, what do you mean it takes as far as what? This is really good for me discussing my plans, I suppose. Um, I've decided I can't really. It's hard for me to focus sometimes in my apartment for studying, so it's best if I actually um, go down to the community room, train myself to go down to the community room downstairs, because down there I can instead be focused only on studying, because your mind gets trained that when you go to a certain location, whatever you do there habitually, your mind automatically thinks you're doing there, no matter what else you're doing. Your mind is set to do what you usually do there. So, yeah, what I would think to do in the study room or in the community room when I get there is study. If I always go there to study, so it'll take a little time, but I think that's what would be best. Um, Uzbek right now. Uzbek and Swahili is are what I'm focusing on. Like I could look at the Pashto and the Farsi and the Dari and stuff, but I don't think with as hard as Uzbek is, I don't think I could really focus on Pashto or Dari or Farsi with enough mental effort. I don't think I can do that. So I'd have to actually go down to the community room and just like do Uzbek. Sorry, I looked over there trying to figure out what I was going to say, and because there's a Uzbek English dictionary there. But yeah, Uzbek's hard. The question is what dialect these refugees speak. Hey, Golden Skull. Because we've got some Afghan refugees coming to Fort Wayne, 75 refugees, including um, families, and they some the languages they need interpreters for are Dari, Farsi, Pashto, and Uzbek. And I thought I'd try Uzbek because that's not one of the bigger languages in Afghanistan. I mean, it's a language in Afghanistan, but it's not as big as the other three. So I thought there may not be as many people who are, you know, uh, competent in Uzbek. So I decided to take it upon myself to learn Uzbek to try and help with the workload. I'm gonna bring up your message again real quick. Hey, Helgo. It depends on if they're angry. If they're angry, yes, because when I was young, my father, when he got angry, he would get very physical. So, yeah, that was really rough. Hey, Helgo. So I don't think so. I get really shooken up sometimes, depending on how angry they are, but I mean, it's really the PTSD. So, Helgo, you got a name not common in the U.S. Where are you coming from? Still there, Helgo? Okay. Hmm. Oh, okay. Because I did run into someone with the last name of Barnes before. There was a teacher at Northrop High School whose last name was Barnes. So, because there's a Helga. Helga's a name. Yeah, there's a cartoon from Nickelodeon way back called Hey Arnold. The one girl's named Helga. So I have no idea what country that's from. Anyone know what country Helga is from? The name? Oh, sorry. Oh, Vagabond. I guess that's just how life is. Oh, excuse me. Got a few belches. I'm thinking about looking up the movie Pixels on my on YouTube. See if it's on there. Germany. Well, I mean, I wonder if it's like Dutch. If it's a Dutch name. I know. I mean, Heidi is a German name, so or an Austrian name too. I mean, it's over that area. Because I was thinking Helga's Dutch. Well, it's the end of September. October's coming up. Um, convention's coming up soon. Anything else really happening? Not really. Um, Halloween's coming up. Oh, someone at work asked if our work because it's not really around the public. Well, it is at the door, but it's not much of a store anymore. If we could have a Halloween costume contest, she asked the manager if we could. The manager said she'd have to ask a higher up, but I don't know if we could or not. All I know is my regional director said I can't wear my stormtrooper helmet as a face cover. I can't wear it just like for protection. I'll just have a stormtrooper helmet on. She said I can't do that, so. Mm. Let's see what else we got. I think it's been hard for me to concentrate today. I'm not entirely certain why. Um, I think I've been low on protein the past few days. That might be why it's hard for me to concentrate, as I've been low on protein. So maybe I need to eat some more protein. So that might be why I need some protein. That might help. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I just need to eat some more protein. That might help me focus. Mm. What else is there to talk about? Um, but yeah, I think because I go to that discount store a lot. Um, they trust me that I'm not really saying anything too bad if I'm going to say something in Uzbek. Um, Especially that they know now that I ask permission to do so. But I think they trust me. They are sure now because, like I said, I've been going there for a while and they kind of know me. So yeah. Now, unfortunately, they can't really help me with pronunciation. But I mean, oh well. I mean, it's still a way to look up phrases. Well, there was new woman in the building that thought she was flirting with me, but I don't know. I wasn't interested in her, so I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Yeah, me personally, I have bipolar one. Hardest thing for me though is sometimes I have problems focusing. It's like I just want to have fun. It's like I want to consume more and more fun and not really have to do anything tedious or tiring. Because I get manic a lot more than I get depressed, honestly, nowadays. It's like here's what really happens with me. Um, I get really excited about something. I think it's could be the autism too, but I just get really excited about doing something, and then that triggers me to go manic, and that's what happens. I get excited about doing something, and that triggers me to go manic. I think that's the problem a lot of the time. So I have to kind of realize when I'm going manic, because when I go manic, if I'm studying, I can't really remember what I was studying because it just goes in and out, in and out. Just it's in my uh, short-term memory, but doesn't really get committed to long-term memory. I guess I wasn't really aware of what was going on, maybe, but possibly it's hard though. It really is. I guess it's more like as you're aware of the problems, the more you can combat them, but it takes time. Something a lot of people don't like is that it's taking me a long time to overcome my problems, and I'm having a lot of failures. But hey, Panama. The problem with people not understanding that I'm failing a lot is that a lot of people don't understand my personal struggle with having disabilities and how hard it is just to get out of bed and go to work sometimes. And it's just that these people you see on YouTube who do these short-term transformations. Um, a lot of times they they don't have jobs outside of YouTube. They only have YouTube, and as a result, they can just stay at home and focus entirely on that goal, or you know they can just be on the support of someone else, like they're retired or they have a spouse that works, and they can be on YouTube and focus everything on that change, or they don't have a disability. But I have these disabilities and I have to do this on my own, and it's hard. And a lot of people can't really relate to that. A lot of people don't understand that, unfortunately. So because people don't really understand that, a lot of people don't like it, that I fail, and they think I'm not progressing, but I am slowly. It's not a constant, steady progression. It's up and down a lot. So a lot of failures, a lot of gains. Hey, Anon. But it's a lot of failures, a lot of gains. It goes up and down. Sometimes with energy, sometimes with mood. But I've got bad habits to conquer. I've got disabilities to conquer. I've got learning difficulties to conquer. I've got study habits to conquer. I've got all this stuff. I'll get to your comment in a sec. I've got study habits to conquer. I've got cleanliness issues to conquer. I've got food addiction to conquer. I've got all the things I have to conquer. And it's just, it's a lot of chaos in my mind and trying to get in order. And a lot of people you see on YouTube, yeah, I just noticed. Yeah, but yeah, a lot of people don't relate to that. A lot of people see on YouTube who do these short-term successes. Hey, I'll go. Yeah, I'll make a stream tomorrow. I'm trying to make a stream every day. But a lot of people do the short-term successes you see on YouTube, where they do these transformations and everything. It's like they don't have any other responsibilities. Bye, Helga. See you tomorrow. Yeah, they don't have any of these other responsibilities, or they don't have these disabilities I have. So it's hard. So that's why I'm not exactly making the same progress a lot of people do. Yeah. And things get in the way. Life gets in the way. I mean, some things are like for instance, this inspection came out of nowhere, and because this inspection came out of nowhere, I was like, drop everything else I'm doing and go straight, put everything I have into clean up my apartment, and that meant I had to get all my energy away from everything else. So that's what happened. Like I was doing good on exercise and weight loss, and then all of a sudden, this inspection dropped on me all of a sudden. So that means all of a sudden, all my energy has to go to cleaning, which was unplanned. That was life happening, and it was just unfortunate, and it was just something that happened and caused my weight to go up a little bit, but it's going back down a little bit again. But because it was just this change in life, I had to adjust my goals and where I was putting my energy. Things like this happen in my life, and I wish things like this didn't, but yeah, a lot of people don't understand that. But like I said, a lot of people don't have these disabilities, and a lot of these people you see on YouTube, that what you see on YouTube with their successes is that's their only goal. They have practice, improve themselves, or they have YouTube's their only job, so they can put everything into that goal, or they have a team of people behind them to help them out, or all that. They have practice doing this. They're used to working on themselves. They don't have these disabilities that I do. Um, they have people behind them to help them out. They have all kinds of stuff. So they don't necessarily aren't necessarily my situation. All right, see you, Vagabond. But yeah, a lot of people aren't really happy with with my lack of great progress, because it's just they don't understand that I have these disabilities to overcome. It's just a lot of stuff, and yeah, it's just one step at a time, one battle at a time. It's getting in my own head, getting my own issues sorted out one at a time, going to therapy, talk therapy, you know, talking to you on YouTube. Try not to do too much, try not to do too little, figuring out what needs to be done at all times, how to do what needs to be done at all times. Like, I need to keep my apartment clean at all times, so it's like, that's something I have to figure out how to do, you know? It's like, how do I get myself to do it? That's not something I learned when I was younger, so it's like, how do I get myself into the routine of cleaning up my apartment regularly? And yeah, that's a big trouble. That's a big problem for me. So I don't know if you can relate to it, but it's just something. I mean, do you guys have anything you struggle with? Something I really struggle with is an attention span, of course. The big thing I'm working on is the 15-minute attention span. Staying completely focused for 15 minutes at a time. Eventually increasing that. I think if I can increase it from 15 minutes and keep going forward, I can be more engaging in my YouTube videos, because I've noticed I zone out while I'm talking. I start going like this or start thinking like this. I've noticed that. So I think if I can keep myself engaged, keep myself talking to myself, I can keep you engaged. I can keep my viewers talking to me. I think that would really help. But I'm going to be doing cooking videos again soon. I think I'll try to do one tonight. Try to do a video tonight. Probably start with soups. Start with cooking a bunch of soups, honestly, because they're easy. They can be low cal. So probably do a bunch of soups. I'm gonna use the restroom again real quick. I'll be right back, but that's probably what I'm focused on, mostly is soups. There we go. I'm back. Something I really like to do to train myself is to basically play the Age of Empires 2 games. Hey Brian, how's it going? I'm dead, sexy. Oh, you wish you were like me. But yeah, train uh, using the Age of Empires 2 games. Train to multitask. I guess it's a lot of work between resting and training, trying to find a good balance while getting proper nutrition. Because a lot of people say you can only do one thing at once, but I don't want to do just one thing at once. I want to be able to do a lot of things at once, and I honestly believe I can do that, but it will take years to be able to do more than one thing at once by virtue of you're basically wiring my brain to do something different. But I believe it would be very helpful in the case of a collapse, of the economic collapse, because then I can learn a lot of skills at the same time and be able to handle a lot at once, multitask well. So it's something I really want to work on. What's there to talk about? Like, there are a lot of people that say don't multitask, but yeah, hey David. But there are a lot of people that say don't multitask because you don't do this one goal as well. One thing is that can be true. That is true. Actually, you don't do the one thing as well. But there are some jobs where the case requires you to multitask. Like if you were at like when I worked in fast food, you had to multitask at times to get stuff done. So I had to learn how to multitask. I had to learn how to do a bunch of stuff at once. You know. So there are some things you have to handle a bunch of stuff at once, and yeah, the one thing you're doing isn't going to be performed as well as if you're just doing that job, but sometimes you have to be able to manage doing a lot at once, and that's just life. So yeah, but I need to get better at handling stressful situations, and probably the only way I can do that is by doing things like Age of Empires 2. And honestly, one big way of doing that is playing against people online. Yeah, playing against people online, but that would require better internet and a better setup. Better internet, better setup. So, yeah, that would be rough. But looking forward to that, I guess, eventually. Yeah, but I guess eventually look forward to better internet, better setup. Like Friday, I think I'll be able to get it. Hopefully Friday is Friday when my staff is with me. I'll finally be able to get a better phone. Finally be able to get that better phone. So, yeah. What else is there? Let's think about something else. Applied Imagination might be good for this because I've got a book here called Applied Imagination. That might be good for my channel because then I'm constantly thinking of new ideas and constantly thinking of things to say. Uh, I'm doing something right now. I'm on something right now that I can't say on YouTube because I could be demonetized. It's legal. It's legal. Don't worry, it's nothing like that. But um, I seem to be doing better temporarily. Um, I don't know. Yesterday was rough because I was so angry. This morning I was having flashbacks of school, so I was having a rough morning. I was a little angry. Excuse me. What else is there? Hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be like, how do I learn who's back? I guess. I guess just go down the, clean up a little bit in here, take a nap, go down to the community room to study. I talked to my staff member who used to be in college and studying really hard. He talked about how 15 minutes, just to study 15 minutes, like he wouldn't even study for 15 minutes, he'd study for a long time. But it would take like 15 minutes just to psych himself up and start studying because he hated it so much. So I guess he understands it takes so much effort just to get yourself ready to study. So yeah, it's really something that made me feel better because it's like I can't, it's hard for me to just study like that. I have to really psych myself up and get ready to study. But yeah, he would struggle with that too. So let's see what else was there. He did say that he'd have to study a lot, but he was. But we talked about it. He was basically on a. I got a deadline where he had to study very rigorous material at a pace he didn't set, whereas for me, I'm studying material which may or may not be rigorous, and it's at a pace I'm setting. So, yeah. What else can we talk about? Oh, we should do those videos for Swahili. The mnemonics I came up with today. Well, one I came up with today. Do you remember the difference between good and bad? So, I'm gonna try and make each live stream at least an hour long. It can be a little difficult on chat. But if I don't have much chat going, then it can be hard to go more than an hour in length. Especially because it can be hard to be spontaneous in what I'm going to say. Oh, at the convention, they're not going to let you go with anything covering your face that would obscure the sight of a mask. They have to see a mask on you at all times. So that kind of sucks. Um, but so there goes the panda head idea. Still should find something that's a better shirt. Maybe buy a slightly better shirt than one I have. Um, I don't know if I should take my weave shirt or not. Probably not. Talking about creeping women now. I'd probably creep women out going to a convention wearing that. Although girls, women at a convention have probably seen much worse. There was once a guy who's heavier set than me, like topless overalls. So, yeah. What else is there to talk about? I really need to work on my memory, figure out mnemonics. So, I actually did set up a playlist going I found a playlist on mnemonics, memory tricks and stuff. I started watching those and found some helpful tips. Some of them though are repeating. The videos repeat the same content, so I had to like one in particular. I skipped one or two. I skipped because it was basically the same content, same method. So I might as well not even watch it. You know. There's an older movie. Forget what's in it, but it's not the Stephen Hawking movie. It was before that. It was called The Theory of Everything. It's not the Stephen Hawking movie. It was before that. That's my favorite movie. Another movie I really like is Secondhand Lions. That's a really good movie. I mean, the ending was great. I mean, the ending was like it just summed everything up. Summed up everything. It was just a great closure to the entire movie. The ending. So, crack my back. Yeah. Hi, Tyler. Hi. So, just got my diet Mountain Dew diet. Mountain Dew's the staple, but diet's better if you're trying to lose weight. I'm a big Halo fan myself. Although lately I've been doing a lot of Age of Empires 2 on the campaigns and the AI skirmishes. Well, I don't know if this is aspartame or something else. They have different sweeteners. Yeah, this is sucralose. This is sucralose. Yeah, this is sucralose. Aspartame. Oh yeah, it does have aspartame too. You're right. Yeah, it does have some aspartame too. I see that right now. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I've got so many expenses coming up. I've got so many expenses coming up. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to really be able to afford a costume per se. Well, the convention gonna take a bunch of money. Then I'm gonna have to pay to get my PC repaired, my laptop repaired. I'm gonna have to get paid for that repaired. So by that's gonna take up like everything for a costume. I mean, my therapist is helping me, so I don't have the technical know-how to get the viruses out. I mean, I'm assuming they're viruses because it's going very slow and it's like using up a lot of the disk. It says the disk is being used like crazy, so I don't think it's viruses. I did, and it's not working. Bane, Bane's okay. Bane energy. Well, Only thing about pranks is you have to be careful because sometimes you can get in trouble with the police. Some pranks you can get in trouble with. You can't get in trouble with the police with some pranks, and you can also get like kicked out of stores and stuff. And you can get the police called on you on some pranks. Plus, sometimes you can film people, sometimes you can't. There's a lot of legality to it. Well, I can't buy Bitcoin, unfortunately, because of Social Security. Because of Medicare and Medicaid, I can't buy it. Well, favorite video game, probably favorite. I mean, I really liked Halo. Back in the day, Halo. That was fun. Um, but right now, I'm playing a lot. It's either Minecraft or Age of Empires 2. The campaigns or the AI skirmishes. I really like the Burgundian and Poles. Yeah, the Burgundians and Poles are really fun for me. But yeah, Poles with Hussars with full works is really powerful. Especially if you get the full works with you know, with the what do you call it? With the full works, with the farm upgrades all the way. That's I don't know about RuneScape. I have to be careful with how much I get involved in stuff because I've got studying to do too. But let's see now. It's plus 75 plus 125. That's 200 plus 250. So that's plus 450. And whatever was there in the Dark Age farm. So right there, it's immediately 45 extra food plus whatever's on the farm to begin with instantly. So, I mean, I'm sure you can get it somehow. But yeah, with full works, you can get Hussar rush pretty easily. It would be very nice to play 256X with the Burgundians. I've seen someone else do it. Um, and based on how they played, I think I have an idea of how to do it now. Based on how they played and based on how other people played. Basically, I don't know. Should I tell the idea I had? Should I, guys? Should I tell the idea I had for Burgundians and 256X tech on Force Nothing? Should I tell it or save it? Keep it to myself. Okay, I'll keep it to myself. Um. Okay. So basically, Burgundians get the techs for for economy techs 1 age early. So, like what happens with wheelbarrow is unfortunately, if you research it too much, your villagers bug out and they just dance around. They can't work. Your game can't handle it if you research wheelbarrow too much. So you're supposed to go to where they can carry 100 resources, and then just stop. That's about the most you can do with reasonably, and the game will handle it much more, and the villagers won't work. So that'd be the max you do. Uh, but you put like I I don't know what that is. Uh, I don't play StarCraft, no. But you just do that a lot, and you also focus a lot on the wood upgrade. Focus on the wood upgrade, and also you do the farm upgrades. You just do a bunch of upgrades, and you just keep doing upgrades, and eventually you're going to be clearing space really fast, while other people are going slow and are really slow into the Dark Age. And by the time you go into the Dark Age, you're going to have so much wood coming in, so much food coming in that you can just sell a lot of stuff. Where other people are selling wood, you can sell food because you just reused so much with wheelbarrow and uh, with the double bit axe upgrade with the wood. So you've got all these resources coming in, with especially the wheelbarrow, make your villagers work faster. So it'd be very easy to get to Castle Age, especially with the fact that you're now clearing space really fast. Because you can just, as you're going up to the feudal age, you keep researching double bit axe, especially when you have uh, multiple lumber caps you can have at that point. You can keep building houses, and eventually, what you end up happening is when you get to Castle Age, just keep researching the Castle Age tech, which allows your farms to generate gold. You can actually research it multiple times. That causes you, not yet, unfortunately. As you research it multiple times, it causes you to gain gold faster. So that would be very effective. And as you're gaining gold, you have the Castle of Stone first, but you build the castle, research the Castle Age tech over and over and over again, and gain more gold. As you start gaining gold, research coinage. Research coinage over and over again, or not coinage. What is it? Conscription. Yes, conscription is the tech. Research conscription over and over and over again, and as you research conscription gets faster. So it keeps getting faster and faster and faster. And as a result, your military buildings get faster and faster and faster. So your military buildings can then pump out faster when you do need to pump out, units. And on top of that, you can not just subscription, but also when you do that, if you need to do blacksmith upgrades for whatever reason, those upgrades are now coming in faster because of conscription. So conscription compounds on everything else. So you want to research conscription a bunch of times, and that allows you to just get all the other techs faster, pump out units at your what do you call it? Your military buildings faster. The other thing you have to really focus on is loom, because actually they did in 256X. In 256X, they tried, this guy did loom a whole bunch of times, and his villagers could not be killed. They had like 3,000 HP, and it was just loom. Or like 300 HP or something. It was like an incredible amount of HP. It was like 300 HP or something. Or 300 armor. It was really bad. It was an incredible amount of armor and HP on his villagers. And they just couldn't kill him. No one else could kill him. So, and he just had them stand on the key of the hill. So, because that's something big with the loom, but also if you research conscriptions, you can research loom much faster, because if you research loom much faster, you can just keep pumping it out with conscription, and with the castle tech being gain gold faster, you can also just pump in the what do you call them? Pump in the currency to come in, and you also get like paladin and stuff like that with all these blacksmith upgrades. And they keep pumping out faster, so you just have to be smart about it because their units aren't the best, but you can just pump stuff out. I don't really like horror. I can't handle horror too well. With my PTSD, it's pretty common. My favorite kind is harem or isekai harem top. It's like number 2 is harem or isekai, and like number 3 is isekai, number 2 is harem, number 1 is isekai harem. So that's what I'd say. I probably have to end this soon because my phone is below 15%. Isekai, Isekai. It means like in another world. It has to do with like reincarnation or being transported into another world. Like you're reincarnated into another world or you're transported to another world. That's basically what it's about. Not really. Although there was one that was interesting. I kind of liked. I did like it a little bit. Happy or something. So, no, I don't really watch that. It's a little triggering for me because girls will mess with me. The High School DxD is a harem anime. Miss Nagatoro is a little bit triggering for me because of stuff I went through. Girls mess with my heads. Girls mess with my heads in a bad way. I can't remember what that's called. That one slice of life. But it was kind of a harem in a way. Kind of not. So, yeah. Like I said, we're going to have to end the stream pretty soon because my phone is getting low in battery. Probably end in like a minute and a half. So it'll be an hour and 10 minutes. Because it's below 15% now. And it's at 5%. It's going to die soon. So if it just closes all of a sudden, that's why. But we'll try to make it a minute and a half. Hopefully it can go. Come on, phone, make it 1 minute longer. Make it to an hour and 10 minutes. But if my phone just shuts off all of a sudden, that's why the battery died. Come on, phone, just 60 seconds. Okay. Any closing remarks? I'm gonna look up the game or the movie Pixels. That'd be a very interesting game to watch or movie to watch. It's I think so. Anyways, watch the movie Pixels. Although it's got Adam Sandler in it, and a lot of Adam Sandler movies have bad reviews, so I don't know. I know the one movie by that was with his identical twin or sister or something was really bad. Got a lot of bad reviews. So yeah, okay. So that's been it for this stream. I'm gonna have to let you guys go. My phone's almost dead, but been good chatting with you. I'm gonna just say bye, guys, and have a good day. I'm gonna try to upload some videos later. Peace.